Years realized that a lot has changed, and most of that for the better. And you get a point to where you have a wife and kids, and you have to start making decisions and reorganizing the priorities in your life. And for me, it also included putting God and my faith first, and everything else following down from that. And then, of course, my family is a close second. And then just trying to help people out and lift people up and point people to Jesus and share the gospel in those opportunities that we get that are presented to us. And then music's after all of that. And once you get to that point, it takes all the pressure off of trying to figure out what you have to do to make it, or what's selling, or what's cool, or what's going to do this or that. And you just write songs that are trying to fulfill the purpose of what you're trying to do, and that's just put a good message out there and help people out. And so that's the only thing I'm interested in these days with my music and songs and lyrics. And that being said, the phrase it was a God thing gets thrown around quite a bit. So we flipped some words around and just kind of structured a song around that, because I feel like a lot of people can relate to that in many different situations. So this is what we came up with, and hopefully I can get it and record it and get it out to you sooner than later. Holding hands with my girlfriend, we were headed home from a football game. The road was wet from a midnight rain when a deer ran out. I cut the wheel and we flipped twice, crawled out of the passenger side. We looked up to the sky, amazed to be alive. Well, that was God's doing. There ain't much more to it. You can chalk it up to happenstance, but time will prove it. A few folks along the way, yeah, they'll have the nerve to say that it was luck or chance or in our hands, but we both knew it, and that was God's doing. At 23, I bought a wedding ring and a 3-2 house to start a family. A beautiful thing, we were living the dream. We found out that we lost our first in the second term. The OB said it'd take a miracle, but we both cried and prayed, and then one day he arrived. Well, that was God's doing. There ain't much more to it. You can chalk it up to happenstance, but time will prove it. A few folks along the way, yeah, they'll have the nerve to say that it was luck or chance or in our hands, but we both knew it. Yeah, that was God's doing. It's all the things you can't explain, the big, the small, and the in-between. It's a showing of His loving grace. When He pulls you through it, that was God's doing. There ain't much more to it. You can chalk it up to happenstance, but time will prove it. A few folks along the way, yeah, they'll have the nerve to say it was luck or chance or in our hands, but we both knew it. Now that little boy in her 2 hands is living proof that was God's doing. Yeah, that was God's doing.